season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
McDonald sets to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. McDonald slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown, Washington. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Prescott off play action.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's McDonald to throw. And that's complete. It's Sims.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A handoff for Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it is 28-0.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the 1st as another kickoff is away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Runs over him. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste.
And he'll get this one. To the 50 to the midfield stripe.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
They go play action with McDonald.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Room here to run. And just shutting him off there. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Throwing is McDonald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's third down.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
Flushed out right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Touchdown!
Antonio Gibson.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Cowboys 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Let's get off the field.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That was a third and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. To the air again, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Prescott on first down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Prescott looks to throw on first. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. From the 45 on second down, Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Draw play, Elliott. Powers through him. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's Gibson to start the drive. It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
88 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action. It's McDonald.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Washington 42, Cowboys 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Off the play fake, Prescott.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Daron Payne, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked a field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's McDonald to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards the gain there, second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 27, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
McDonald.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Neville Gallimore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
They go play action with McDonald. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And again, it's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. 20. 10.
One final time.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff,